Welcome to The Art of Likeability, ranked one of the top podcasts in the world. In this podcast, you'll discover how to leverage likability to build stronger relationships, lead more efficiently, close more sales, and keep customers happy while increasing success in your professional and personal life. Let's jump in with your host, Arel Moody.
What's going on, Likeability family? Arel Moody here, your host of the Art of Likeability podcast, where we teach you everything that you need to absolutely crush it in every single facet of your life, professional, personal. Everything comes down to the quality of the relationships that you have, and relationships do not begin or start or maintain without likability. Likability is what gives you the skills to take what you do to the absolute next level. Now, for example, professionally, I do a lot of professional speaking. I train professional speakers. I work with professional speakers. I am a professional speaker. And what's fascinating is that a lot of speakers, I realize, put a lot of energy into life on stage, right? So they get really good at speaking, but then they get off stage and it's almost like they become a very different person. I don't know if you ever met someone who, when they speak on stage, they're like incredible. And then when they get off, it's a little weird. Like it's not the person that they were on stage. It's like they kind of created this persona. So likability allows you to have those relationship conversations, little one-on-one conversations with people off the stage. Now, let's say you're a salesperson or a manager or somebody who's working, and you're on at a specific time. The likability is what allows you to be on when you're off, if that makes any sense. Like if you're giving your presentation or if you're doing your sales call, that's when you're on. Your off is when you're at the golf course networking or at the bar networking or at the community service event and you're just talking with people. You're technically off, but that's when likability at its best gets turned on. And what I find is that those are the moments that actually lead to big business deals, big, life-changing moments actually happen a lot of time in our off moments. So likability gives you the skill set to always be on even when you're off, if that makes sense, without being all stressed out, because it's very easy to do. So I want to give you one of my strategies that work really, really well when conversing with people. So if you need to learn how to start a conversation, keep a conversation going, you're in luck, because I'm putting together a lot of content on that. I'm actually going to be coming out with some really more in-depth content, because I think starting and keeping a conversation going is an insanely important skill set, because when you can do that, you can put you into any situation with any person and you can start building real relationships very easily and very organically, which is great because it's not a question of what to do and finding the magic words. You know exactly what to say and do. And that's what the Art of Likeability and this podcast will let you do. So I want to give you one of my magic phrases when I first meet someone. There's a lot of different things you can do to get questions going, to get them started. And there's a magic phrase you can use to keep a conversation going. So let's say you're talking to someone and they're talking about whatever subject they happen to be talking about, and you're either not sure what to say or you're trying to find a phrase that will always keep the conversation going. You just simply need to remember these words: tell me more. That's it. It's a magic phrase. It keeps conversations going and incredibly well. So let's say I'm talking to someone and they're telling me about a new merger for their business. I'm making this up. People just go with me. All right. So they're talking about a new merger. Like, oh yeah, our business just merged. We're really excited about it. We got this new company that we're, bringing into the fold, right? Wow. Tell me more. Many times when people talk about something, they actually pull back. Notice if you've ever done this. If you ever started talking about something that you were really excited about or interested in, and then you may have felt like you were talking too much, or you felt like, oh, this might be boring the person, you might pull back. But when you use the magic phrase, tell me more, it actually invites people to keep talking. And I promise you, if you can get someone talking about something they're passionate about and keep them talking about it, you will be building a great relationship. Because most people, honestly, they don't get the opportunity to talk. They don't get the opportunity to talk about the stuff they care about. So I want you to give that opportunity to people. And you simply say, tell me more. Let's say someone's interested, maybe it's personal, they're talking about yoga, right? And they're like, oh man, I just got into this, sweaty, hot yoga and it's been great and my muscles have been feeling great and I've been really excited about it. You may be like, I'm not sure what to say or what question to ask. Sometimes that'll happen. So you just simply say, oh, really? Tell me more. And they'll say, oh, well, I go to this place down on, Awesome Street and it's really cool. And the guy's got long hair, but he's very gentle. Like, oh, that's cool. Keep going. Tell me more. I don't know anything about this. Tell me more. So you can just use that phrase. I mean, you don't want to overuse it. I mean, if every time they're done speaking, you say, tell me more. It definitely gets overused. So you have to use a little level of common sense here. But it's a great way. You can use it 1, 2, even 3 times in a conversation, just encouraging someone to continue talking. They may get to a point where they say, well, that's it. Well, then that's fine. Then you change the subject and move on. But I found I've never asked someone to tell me more and they didn't have more to tell me about something. Like, it just hasn't happened. I doubt it'll happen with you either. So if you're talking to someone, they're like, yeah, let's say you're at a networking event. You're like, oh, why'd you come here? Oh, I came here because I have a new startup and, we're looking to build networks with venture capitalists. Oh, really? Tell me more. Do you see how that phrase works? Do you see how easy and fluent it is? So it actually allows you to shine the spotlight on the people you're talking to. It makes them feel special and it allows you to maybe open them up for information they may not have felt comfortable sharing, because sometimes people don't want to feel like they're hogging the spotlight, they're talking too much. But inviting people to talk, and you, again, using the 2-to-1 ratio, you got 2 ears, 1 mouth, use them in that proportion. Listen more than you speak. And one of the great ways to do that is to find different amazing ways to invite people to keep talking. So especially if you're talking to someone you admire or a mentor or someone who's giving you advice, tell me more is great for advice, because sometimes mentors will give advice and they'll stop because they don't want to sound too preachy or they don't want to sound like talking too much. Invite them to say, tell me more about whatever they're talking about. And it's amazing that people always have more to talk about. So the next time you're in a situation and you're conversing with people and you're not sure what to say or what to do, this is a 3-word phrase, and be genuinely curious, right? Just like, oh, tell me more, blah, right? That doesn't work. Now, in the weird situation that you say, hey, tell me more, and they go, well, what do you want to know? Here's how you deal with it, because you may go, Aurel, I'm not sure what to say, right? So let's say you say, hey, tell me more, and they go, well, what do you want to know? You can simply say something like, to be honest with you, I don't know much about it, so maybe just start talking about it and I'll figure it out, because it's really interesting to me and I want to learn more. So could you tell me more about it? So just acknowledge, I don't know, but I'm interested. Could you tell me more? And then the person will usually think and hum and haw maybe for a little bit. They go, oh, you know what? How about this? And then they'll go in. So the tell me more phrase is an incredible way to maintain and keep a conversation going. If you like this idea, I really want you to go to artoflikability.com. That's artoflikability.com. artoflikability.com. If you don't know how to spell it, just look at your phone if you're listening to this and it's spelled right there, or look on the internet and you can see the name of the podcast. Put your name and email into that box. We're going to be doing a really cool webinar. I'm going to teach you some really more in-depth strategies on how to start and keep a conversation going, and give you some really cool tools to help you when you need it the most. Because I find that if you can start and keep a conversation going with someone, you will always have opportunities open for you. You will have people who want to work with you, do business with you, hire you, want to give you raises, want to give you promotions, want to give you funding. Literally, it's an incredible skill set. And I want to show you some really cool strategies live in person, you and me. So I'm really getting excited about it. I've been building it and working on it for some time, and it's gonna be really cool. So make sure to go to artoflikability.com. On our homepage, there's a place you can sign up for our newsletter. Sign up, because we're gonna be sending the email announcements out through that. It's gonna be a lot of fun. But remember, people, I'm trying to help you build relationships, but relationships cannot get built if you don't do anything. The information I share on this podcast cannot help you if you don't do anything with it. The implementation of this information, on the other hand, will absolutely impact your life. So please, please, please take action. Next time you're having a conversation, try it out. Just inquisitively look at someone and say, tell me more. And just notice how the conversation keeps flowing, because you have this cool art of likability tool in your Batman utility belt. Can I say utility belt? Yeah, we're going to say likability utility belt because it kind of rhymes, feels good going off the tongue. Say it with me. Likability utility belt. I think I'm going to create that. I'm going to create a thing called the likability utility belt. It's going to be beautiful. Might be yellow, might go around your waist. I don't know. We'll figure it out. Maybe there'll be a batarang involved. Only my real Batman fans are going to know what a batarang is. If you know what a batarang is, send me a tweet and be like, #batarang. Say whatever you want in the tweet. Just say, tell me more, #batarang. Then I'll know you really bowdy. Send me a tweet, send me a message on Facebook or LinkedIn. I really want to hear from you. Seriously, I'm not even joking. Seriously, whenever I like give a challenge like this and you as a listener actually jumps onto Twitter and goes @ArelMoody or goes onto Facebook and @ArelMoody is me, ARELMOODIE. That's ARELMOODIE. I get a little bit of a endorphin release. I get a little happiness. And if you go on iTunes and you leave a 5-star review, I just want to be like, yo, tell me more. Tell me more what you think about the podcast, baby. It makes me happy. So go ahead and do that. If you haven't done so yet, stop being so stingy and go into iTunes and leave a 5-star review. And as always, you are awesome. Psh.
Thanks for listening. Make sure to subscribe to our podcast, The Art of Likeability, and reach out with any questions you have. Until next time, remember, my friend, you are awesome.